I have a confession to make. I received this keyboard more than a year ago, but I didn't want to make a video about it because of one reason. A couple of years back, when I was just starting out in this hobby, I didn't know better about spending my money wisely. FIAL, UAT, Cyberboard, Mo80, Spring, the list goes on. Every keyboard that I came across was cool and exciting, so when the group buy for Aella came around, I joined in as well without batting an eye. But just days after the group buy ended, I regretted my purchase. I don't know what came over me because I decided to relook at the keyboards that I purchased up to that point. And that's when I realized that FOMO made me buy this keyboard. Let me be clear, this video is not a knock on AKB's products, and I'm not calling out anyone here, but genuinely, from a value and practicality point of view, no one should be paying almost $500 for a plain aluminum keyboard. So of course I felt dumb. I felt ashamed even to admit that I am a victim of FOMO. I simply should not have given in to impulse. But I can't just throw this away, so this video is something to make me feel less bad about myself. Can I find things that I like about the Aella that warrants the $500 price tag? An important design feature that AKB focuses in on is the curvy side profile. You will also find this in newer keyboards like the Sonnet and the Lily 60%. And those two keyboards are 1. Better value, and 2. Nicer looking elsewhere, making the Aella less attractive. The second is that it has a screwless design. I appreciate the subtlety here as an engineer, but many others achieve the same visual goal with a less complicated design. Case in point, the much cheaper QK65 does this more elegantly with rubber feet hiding the screws away. What is interesting but not talked about as much is the design choice to have the F-row joined to the alphas, unlike typical 75% keyboards. It makes the overall keyboard look more symmetric and pleasing to the eye. Then comes the sound. After having tried so many keyboards, every new keyboard that I build always seems like a mystery box. I can never guess what it's going to sound like. The entire case of the Aella is weighty, so off the bat I expect acoustics to be more on the muted end. It comes with an aluminum plate by default as well. Throughout the entire kit, the feel of the aluminum used definitely doesn't belong to that of a cheap grade. No foams are included in the kit either. It is a top mount / burger mount keyboard, so I'm very interested to see how it will sound and feel. Yep, it's distinctly a top mount keyboard. Stiff but loud. The burger mount didn't really give much flexibility to the top mount. I won't say much about how deep or sharp the keyboard sounds because it largely depends on the switch used. What I will say is that surprisingly, the keyboard is pretty hollow despite how heavy it is. The bottom case is already stuffed with polyfill, but that didn't help with the hollowness. I suspect plate foam is needed to eliminate this hollowness fully. I also had to do some force breaking mod to eliminate resonance since the top case envelops the bottom case all around. I didn't expect this keyboard to need that much modding given its price tag. I'm disappointed, I must say. So, final verdict on the Aella. Visually, not gonna lie, this keyboard actually looks pretty good. Acoustically, it's a big no for me. So by my standards, this keyboard is a mistake. But let me correct myself, it is my mistake. It has some unique design aspects, but it's just not worth $500. Even $300 is a tough sell going by today's keyboard scene. Again, I have to reiterate that these are my personal opinions. I know of people who appreciate the subtlety and design thought put into the Aella, but to me, it's $500, man. So I just felt like I wasted my money buying something that I didn't fully believe in, if that makes sense. Well, I'll still be keeping the Aella as a stark reminder to never buy keyboard on impulse again. And some people might say that is money well spent. See ya.